What's going on, traders? It's your boy Marv, the man, the myth, the professor, coming at you with another episode of my day trading recaps. Okay, so yesterday I told y'all it was a crazy day. I got hit. Not bad, but I got hit. It was the first red day that I've had in 3 weeks. I had to go back and actually do the math. So the last time I had a red day was in the May 20s. For the most part. So yeah, early May, I think it was 22nd or something like that. But anyway, so that was good, and now we're just gonna start the next run. We'll take another 20 days. We'll take another 3 weeks of positive cash flow. So yeah, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. I'm not even gonna worry about the market. We know that the market is in a little bit of a downslide again. Nothing major, but let's go ahead and share my screen and let's look at what I traded today. So the first stock I was looking at, and these really, let me not say the first stock. This is just one of the many stocks that was on my list, and this one triggered. Okay, so HUSN had a first buy at 182 here, but it was, you see this, it dropped right below, right before the last. This is why you always have to wait I wait to put my orders in at 625 because this was already here, and so you can't buy it at 182. Where's the next buy area? 160. Okay. And so what I did is I put an order in right here at 160, and it of course came here, and we can see that it pulled a little deeper, but look, it bounced big off of that. Let me see. I'm gonna show you off the 3-minute time frame. So here we go. I get triggered here, actually on this candle. It already ran back up, came back down, and it bounced. So you had to deal with a little something to get what you wanted. But depending on the percentages that you take, I know those that take of 3, I know those that take of 5, and I know those that take of 10 or more. It's all there. It's all about what you do, though. It's not about what anybody else does. It's about what you do and what works for you. Anyhow, that was HUSN. So I was happy with that. That was a good start to the morning, especially coming off of yesterday. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the next one. Then we had FAMI, F-A-M-I, and got this stock. This one, I was watching the pre-market. I knew this one was going to be tough because the MA was sitting there. The MA is just always, it's a safeguard. Even though I needed this to drop lower, MA was there. Plus, it opened right there. So I literally was looking to play this down here. And I was like, I'm just going to have to wait. But when it bounced, I said, okay, cool. Look at this. This thing is coming from 140. If it comes back to this area, I will test it. I will buy it. Okay. It did it here. Got in here, and it bounced up back to about, I think it was like 109, 108 or something like that. Let me actually have the 3-minute. So here we go. You can see, yeah, right here. This is 110. So I was right. So it came here. You have to see, the one thing that you have to condition yourself with is when you're buying a key area is sometimes it's going to take a couple, 15, 20 minutes to it's going to go back to your price. Some even times drop below the price that you got in at, and then it'll go. You got to have patience, and you got to have your stop. I already knew once I got into this what I was willing to deal with. And so of course we can see that it worked out, and so now this is 2. So I've taken 2 trades so far, and both of them were winners. The next trade that we're going to talk about that I took this morning was AESE, and this one also, based off of my based off of the pre-market chart. So this one actually gave 2 opportunities. I missed the second opportunity because I had already traded the first one. Okay, now this looks like it died off on me, right? But I actually traded this at 307. The low of this candle is 304. The body was at 314. I literally just dropped it down 7 cents, and I took it from there. Okay, so let's go ahead and see this on the 3-minute because that's what's going to allow you to understand what really happened. Okay. All right, there it is. So we can see here it drops in. I have the candle at the line at 314, but the order was at 307. So I got executed about here. Okay, and we can see it executed. It bounced to about the 20s. I think it was like 25. But I was at that point because I had a feeling it was going to drop again. I got out at 20. So I got in at 07. I got out at 20. That would be, let's see, we need 30 cents for 10. So So 22 would have been a 5%. So this was probably like a 4% play. And so, you know, it is what it is. I just took the profit because the profit was there. And I'm definitely, you know, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to take profits regularly out of the market. And that's what I've been doing. Now, the next play I missed because this happened. It did it so fast. Look, this is the 3-minute time frame. Basically, after I got out, within 3 minutes, it dropped all the way down to 285. Mind you, I was probably in another trade because both of this and I think HUSN, they both triggered like pretty much at the same time. Actually, this one triggered first, then HUSN came in. So anyhow, you know, that was pretty much the setup. So I took 3 trades. Let me make sure there's no other trade. Yep, that was it. I took 3 trades today. I did take 1 trade in the afternoon. Let me go ahead and switch back to camera. There we come on, camera. I did take a trade in the afternoon, but in order to get this film out real quick, I just like did it. I took BIOC off of the MA on a 15-minute time frame, the 20 MA, and I think I traded that for like a 4% win. But 3 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon session, 4-0, good day. Probably made a total of maybe like 11 to 12%, something like that. But I'll take it. It's, you know, man, that's good money. Yeah, I tell you what, you know, you guys know I go by the man, the myth, the professors because I'm really a college professor, and it's crazy how much I have to work for a full month and what they pay me, as opposed to what I can get in returns off the market in a day, in like 2 hours. It's like, it's night and day, man. You know, if I wasn't so passionate about teaching, I would probably give that up and only do this. But I really love teaching, so I can't give that up. But man, I tell you what, it's amazing what the market can do for you if you know what you're doing, if you stick to your script, if you're disciplined, and you just do what it is that you do. As long as you're doing something that works. If you're doing something that don't work, then I don't know about that. But as long as you're doing something that works and you stay the course, man, you can. Man, economically, you can really change some things for yourself. All right, y'all. Well, that's this edition. I'm not sure if I'm going to be live tomorrow. I don't even know how I feel about it just yet. It's easier to go live because, you know, it's just easier, but there hasn't been much participation. So I'm almost feel like it's better to just go ahead and just do my normal deal and then make a video like early and just get the video out and leave it at that. All right, y'all enjoy y'all day. I'll catch y'all next time.